Are you ready to turn your donkey into a saddle donkey? In this video, we're going to talk about 5 different tips to help you and your donkey be a successful team as riding partners. When we take the time to introduce our donkey to riding, the possibilities are endless for all the adventures that we can have together. Tip 1 is to remember your donkey is going to act a little different the first time you go somewhere new. So be patient with them. They need to learn things in more than one area. So just because they're comfortable doing something at home doesn't mean they're going to be comfortable in a new place. So here we have wild donkey Daphne, and this is her 3rd time off the property, and we're just working on building up her confidence. Tip number 2 is building up their trust. Right now, Daphne is a little bit nervous to leave the rest of the animals. So we're not going to make a big deal out of it. We're just going to go a little bit and then ride around them and then go a little bit farther. With the donkey, you're not going to force them to do things. You need to work with them as a team so that you can build up that trust. Tip number 3 is to foster bravery with your donkey. When you start to go new places, they are going to be nervous, and we need to do what we can to help them be excited and foster that bravery to help us have new experiences with them. Think about what you can do to help foster bravery with your donkey. Here I'm riding Shamus. He's the first donkey I ever got. And we're just ponying around Daphne, letting her take in all these new experiences, new smells, new sights, and letting her become brave. So we're building up that trust with this exercise, fostering bravery. With Shamus, I used to pony him around everywhere on all my trail rides, helping him learn to do all this stuff. And now he can do any of it. He is an amazing donkey. And Daphne, she's a little bit more nervous than Shamus is right now. But guess what? Shamus used to be nervous also. So we're always going to foster bravery so that we can keep exploring new things with our donkeys. Tip number 4 is timing and releasing that pressure. So here we have Daphne at the obstacle course, and I'm not going to ask her to go through all the obstacles right now. We're just going to kind of explore things and really focus on releasing that pressure to give her breaks and let her absorb what we're doing. Remember, just like a horse, a donkey learns with the release of pressure. We like to give them the oochie-goochies, but that's not when they learn. So we need to do a little combination of that, making sure we're always incorporating having good timing, releasing that pressure so they can learn. Let them take in what they're nervous about. We don't have to push to get them there. We're going to let them think about it. Releasing the pressure is very important with your donkeys, and here I'm only asking with my legs if she stops moving. Now, something people don't know a lot is that releasing the pressure, you could still be moving forward while you're releasing the pressure. It doesn't mean that you have to completely stop what you're doing. So if you're asking them to go somewhere and they're really nervous, releasing the pressure could be just letting them walk around where they want. And then start asking them questions again, and then let them walk around where they want. That's going to allow them to decompress from whatever they're nervous about and become more brave. We're fostering more trust, helping them know that we're going to take care of them no matter what. Tip number 5 is to give them breaks. Now, we already talked about that a little bit with releasing the pressure and giving them time to soak in. So their break, it could be completely stopping. It could be asking them questions under saddle and then letting them walk around wherever they want for a little bit. And then asking them questions again. And here I was up on riding Daphne, and now I'm just going to lead her around. This is another break. We're still doing stuff, but we're going to let her kind of go at her own speed, asking her questions, giving her breaks. That can look like just doing something that's more easy for them, more exciting for them. And we're going to keep building trust, fostering up that bravery, giving them breaks and releasing the pressure. All of this is going to help them learn what we're doing and what we're asking of them. When we're creating an awesome saddle donkey, remember, we are doing all of the groundwork ahead of time. So all of this isn't new to them. It's just some new experiences or new situations. But we've already done all the groundwork, teaching them how to move or how we want them to move their legs or specific legs, how we can ask them to stop and back up and move around. So this is all just putting all of our groundwork to practice and new experiences. My mentor, Ty Evans, he had said during a clinic one time, you can't overdo this stuff, but you can overdose it. So thinking of that when we're giving them breaks, we're going to do lots of this stuff But a break doesn't always have to be stopping exactly what you're doing. If you think over the years how many times you're going to halter your donkey, but try to do that all at one time. If you're going to maybe halter your donkey 1,000,000 times over the course of its life, doing that all at one time would be an overdosing situation. But doing it lots of time throughout their life is going to be just getting them that experience. So here I'm asking her to step on this bridge, and she's a little bit nervous about it. So right now, I don't care about how centered she's staying when she gets up on the bridge. I'm just going to ask her to come with me, get that new experience. And then the break is not going to be stopping what we're doing. It's going to be moving on to the next thing. Tip number 5 goes along with overdosing versus doing something over and over again. We're going to repeat what we're doing lots and lots of times, and we're going to repeat it under different circumstances. We're going to start off at home, or in Daphne's case, in a wild pen, and then it moves out into the dry lot and around the property at home, and then bringing her different places to do stuff. So we're going to have a lot of repeating what we're doing. Eventually, you're going to take this donkey who's nervous to do things, and she's going to do anything for you. Watching this happen over time, guys, is one of the most amazing experiences ever. So to recap, 1 is to repeat what you learned in a new area. Number 2 is to build trust. Number 3 is to foster bravery. Number 4 is to release pressure. Number 5, to give breaks. Remember, breaks can be stopping completely what you're doing or just moving on to something different. And number 6 is to keep repeating all these things. I hope you find value in these tips. Have fun with your donkeys. Thanks for watching.